Welcome to No Control RC. What do we have today? Well, the scratch and dent tower hobby section kind of got me, and I picked up this CR12 Trail Series Tioga trail truck from Team Associated. It's a 1/12 scale, and I think as we dig into it here, we're going to see it's pretty much the MT12 monster truck in a different form. But that's okay, because if that's the case, I have plans for it. So let's get this out of the box and see what we actually have. All right, well, in the box, as you can see, you have the truck, you have your manual, you have your battery charger, because this does include a battery with it. They're small, they don't last a long time, but they do get you rolling right off, so that's not a bad thing. See the booklet, controller, and this one actually came with batteries, which I don't think my MT12 monster truck did. So this is a 1/12 scale truck by Team Associated. This is meant to meet the SORRCA guidelines, class 1 and 2 right out of the box if you're looking to do any crawling competitions. I guess they're just trying to provide a ready to run that nobody has to work on and do to hop up to make legal, which is neat. I mean, I'm not big into the crawler world. I really don't even know what that class 1 and 2 is. I'll have to look into that and actually study up a little bit, because the hobby is kind of gearing in that direction, and I'm going to have to do some more crawling videos, just not monster truck stuff. So let's take a closer look at this and see if it is actually what I think what's underneath. So as we take a closer look at here, you see it's got a nice plastic body with a hard roll cage, which goes down to this, which actually mounts, so it just flips up, so there's no body clips on the rear, just the front. Does have a reedy speed controller in it. It's got a 380 size can crawler motor. I'm not sure exactly the turn on there. I'm not sure if it's specified or not. It's got an XP R4 receiver in it. There's your battery that comes with it. Steering servo mounted to the front of the chassis. You see the aluminum plate that runs along here, and it's on a C-channel chain frame. It's got fully adjustable oil-filled shocks, 1.9-inch wheels with these tires, which feel super soft and feel like they might want to crawl up something. Some small skid plates here. There's the axles, and I'm going to say it's got CVAs in it. It's full ball bearing. It should crawl just fine. But what I am noticing when I'm looking at this is what I assumed, and it is the MT12 monster truck in a different package. I mean, shocks are the same. The monster truck ones have a little dampener on the bottom, these don't. Axles are the same. The difference is the tires and the fact that this one is brushed, and I made this one brushless, which I will say has broken a lot of stuff already, but it's fun. But as I assumed, this crawler and this monster truck are pretty much the same truck, which is going to work out well because I have plans for this thing down the road. But let's get a battery in this thing and let's see what it can do. We can go over more specs if you'd like, but other than the fact that it has a 3-gear transmission in it with integrated motor mount, which works well for this, but it actually makes it hard to upgrade to a brushless if you want to do that down the road. I mean, the front bumper has LED lights in it. Other than that, let's just see what this Tioga trail truck can actually climb over. Let's do it. But we're back from running this, and luckily it's water resistant because it downpoured on me as I was trying to crawl over stuff. I didn't submerge it by no means did it have any problems getting wet. Associated stuff's usually fairly good. The only issue you'll really have with this one is the receiver box is out, so just be aware of that because that's the main thing that can get damp. This overall actually crawls pretty well. I was pleasantly surprised. It has fairly good articulation. Didn't bind up on anything. The rock sliders help. I didn't go over anything monstrous. Things of its scale. Remember, this isn't a 1/6 or a 1/8 or even a 1/10. This is 1/12, so crawl accordingly. But it had no issues with what I put it up against. I will say it's a little quick on the throttle. When you're crawling, sometimes you want that real slow gear, and you have to be really good with the trigger on this to get it to move slow. It's almost overpowered for this platform, as opposed to the same thing, and the monster truck was underpowered. It's almost rock bouncer-ish at points. But once you get the feel of the trigger, you can crawl fairly well with it. I'm going to say some guys want things real slow, and I'm not sure this is the rig for you. This one's kind of more of just like, I'm going to have fun going out and crawling over something. You really need to learn the controller points and where things engage to be able to crawl real slow. But I had fun with it. I by no means am a professional crawler, nor do I do competitions, but this was fun, and it's like $180 they go for. I paid $150 because it was a box damage scratch and dent thing from Tower Hobbies. I always keep an eye out for that stuff. And it was fun. It performed well. I have very little complaints about it. What I will say, it probably won't stay in this form. I think I have other plans for this, but you'll have to stay tuned for that if you want to see what they are. As always, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate you guys. If you want to get into crawling and you don't want to drop a whole bunch of money, this might be the rig for you. It's compact enough. Associated's a good brand, and it's fun. Thanks again.